Once again, it's the General. Almost at the flea market. I made a big mistake this morning. Well, actually, since like yesterday. I went to sleep thinking it was gonna be June 1st, like Saturday, June 1st. So a flea market that usually ends up opening up in my area opens up the first Saturday of every month, and unfortunately, I thought it was gonna be June 1st, Saturday, June 1st. I woke up. It was like 6:30. You know, I got up, I took a shower, I ate. You know, I felt good because supposedly I was gonna go to the flea market, you know, look for some games, and then go to some yard sales, and then after the yard sales come to my usual flea market. But of course it didn't happen like that. So I just figure I'm just gonna come straight to the flea market, probably just see if they got any cool things. I'm probably not gonna set up. I'm just gonna look around, see if they got anything, and then I'm just gonna go back around my area and look for some yard sales. Alright guys, I'll be back. I gotta park. I'm here now, by the way.
¿Los juguetes quieres? No, eso no es aquí.
¿Y cuál es lo mínimo que puede ir en el...?
En 60. Es que fíjate que como ahora esos son más codiciados que hasta los 10. Me buscan más ese que el 10.
¿Cuál el 10?
This one too. I have all the game inside and it's working. Just turn it on. Yeah. I have different game come with it.
I'm gonna take a picture of it.
What did I buy for you? See, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cartridge come with it. And this work too.
It's good.
This one? This is $10.
So you have it the charge there?
Just using battery, that is good. See?
Alright, so my little booth is finally looking like an actual booth, and not just a couple of things thrown on the ground. I got my little table over there, and then I got a couple of things. But nothing big. So there's this lady over there. She has a Genesis inbox, complete, almost complete. There's probably a few things missing, but it's almost complete. It even has the little packaging, the manual, and she's selling it for 30 bucks. I talked her down to 25, but I still don't know if that's I mean, it probably is a good deal, but with the money that I have right now, and I haven't really made anything, I don't know. I'll probably see if I can probably talk her down to like a little bit more, like 22 or something like that. And then, because the problem is I already have a Genesis, and it's in much better condition than the one that I have. I mean, than the one that she's selling. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. Alright, the other lady, you guys saw in the clip earlier, the one that was selling the Nintendo, I mean not the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo. She wanted $60 for the Super Nintendo, 2 controllers, and 2 sports titles. So there's no way I'm really gonna pay $60 just for Super Nintendo. That's too much. There was a guy next to her booth, however. This is the first time I see him in this flea market, and supposedly he's gonna come next week, and he's gonna bring. He said he has a whole bunch of Super Nintendo games, so I gave him my phone number. He gave me his, and supposedly he's gonna bring everything and make me an offer. He said he has probably more than 15 games for the Super Nintendo, so I can't wait for that. That's gonna be a good haul if it comes through. What else? And that's probably it. There's nothing out here really. I'm really thinking about packing up. It's like 9:45. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm considering packing up and just going home and just go and search for yard sales, because there's really no point of being here. I only made like $10 so far, and it looks pretty dead. You guys can see there's people all the way over there, but all the way down here there's not that many people coming down. And so I don't know, I'll probably head home maybe like in 45 minutes, an hour, and see if I can search for some yard sales. The cool thing about the yard sales, especially when you're looking for old games, is that people most of the time they don't bring the games out. And so there's really no danger of somebody else picking them up, but who knows? We'll see what happens. I'll let you know. What's up, guys? So I just left the flea market. I didn't do so well. I only stayed there for maybe like an hour and a half, something like that. No, not even, like 2 hours and a half, something like that. Almost 3 hours. There was really like nobody showing up. There was a lot of people not buying anything. They're just going there and act like it's a museum. They just look at things, and they like, one thing that pisses me off about this flea market is that sometimes the people there could be really cheap. They want items for like you know, like $1 or $2. So it kind of sucks. I only picked up one game, and the one game was free actually. It's a Sega Genesis game. It's Streets of Rage 2, so that was pretty cool. I got it for free. And right now I'm actually gonna go look for some yard sales. Hopefully I can find something, and we'll see what happens, guys. I'll let you know if I come across any yard sales. Come on, lady. So yeah, I'll be right back, guys. What's up, guys? Alright, so I'm out here trying to find some yard sales, trying to see if I can probably score on some video games. And I ran across this one guy, and it's probably by far the most like bizarre story ever. So this guy, I asked him if he had any old video games, and he said he had an old Nintendo with about 20 games. Of course, I said, yes, bring them out, blah, 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 you know. And he was like, the only thing, though, is that I won't sell them individually. I want to sell the whole thing as, you know, as a bundle. And I said, sure, if I see the games and see the condition of everything. And he even said that he had the system in the box. So I was like, oh, shit, you know, like an NES in the box, bring it out. So he goes inside, and he finally, like, 5 minutes later, he finally comes out. He finally comes out with like this like big ass, like, I don't even know, it was like a regular brown box with this like crappy old like beat up Nintendo and like 20 games. I started laughing. I was like, well, not out loud, but I started laughing to myself basically. And I asked him, I was like, so how much do you want for like the whole thing? And he was like, I want to sell it all together. Give me $300 and it's yours. Because it's a classic. I just got in the car and left. I mean, he wasn't willing to sell a couple of the games. I tried to tell him about that the games are really not that expensive. They're common titles too. He didn't have nothing rare. A couple of Mario games. And, you know, he's saying that they're classic collectibles, you know, $300. I was like, these nuts, $300. And so I say, guys, that's my little story. I've been trying to find the yard sale for like the past hour and a half. I've been driving. I've come across a lot of yard sales, but none of them have fucking video games. So I'm kind of pissed off right now, but it's whatever. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, I'll see you in a little bit. What's up guys? So I'm back home. It was probably one of my worst weeks at game hunting. I literally went to probably more than 15 yard sales and I couldn't really get anything. There was literally nothing. And you guys already saw in the clips, the people that did have something were asking not even eBay prices and not even Craigslist prices, because sometimes in Craigslist you find like some PlayStation games for like $20 each, and that wasn't the case with the sellers that I saw at the yard sales. One guy, like I mentioned in the video, he had probably like 10 games and a crappy NES, like really beat up system, and he wanted $300 for it. So it's just crazy. Some other lady wanted like $70 for a PlayStation 1 with like 3 games. So it was just something really you know, absurd. So anyways, the things that I did pick up, I'm gonna start out with the things that I've gotten from dumpster diving last week. Not last week. Well, yeah, you can technically say it's last week now. Last Wednesday when I went dumpster diving, I did manage to pick up some games. I picked up 2 actually. One of them is Assassin's Creed 3, the GameStop edition. Unfortunately, it only comes with the second disc with the multiplayer. So I haven't tested this one out yet because my 360 is not hooked up to the TV. I was moving some stuff around and I haven't gotten the chance to hook it back up. The second one that I got was probably the best find, I guess you can call it that. Battlefield 4. It is not complete, it's loose. I just put it in a, you know, in one of those cases that I put the label in, and it works perfectly. Can't complain. I tested that one out before I unhooked my Xbox, and it works wonderful. I came across this at the Flea Market. I didn't show it, but it's a Mario and Duck Hunt game. I paid like $3 for it. This is my 3rd copy. I already have 2 in my collection, and the reason why I got it is because these really sell pretty quick. And if I won't sell it, then it'll make good trade bait. You know, a lot of people really enjoyed this game, so I picked it up, and you know, hopefully I can make a quick little trade with that. And then also 2 PSP games. I don't know if I showed this one last video. It's Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. I can't remember if I showed it or not. If I did, then just, don't pay attention to it. And this one that I actually found last Wednesday also. It's Ape Escape on the Loose for the PSP. It's actually a very cool game. I started playing it I think it was last night. And I'm really enjoying it so far. And then this one I got for free. You guys heard me talk about this one. One of my friends that work at the Flea Market, he knows I collect the old stuff, so he sells like a whole bunch of electronics, and he doesn't pay much attention to games. So he came across this, I think, I don't even know where he got it from, to be honest. And he just took it out of his car, and he was like, "Hey, here, catch!" And he just threw it at me. And then it's Streets of Rage 2. This usually goes for about $10, so it's pretty sweet that I got it for free. I have not tested it yet. Obviously, well, it appears to be a beat 'em up. I've seen I've seen people play this, but personally I haven't played this before, so that's gonna be a cool little game. I really enjoy it. Well, like a lot of people enjoy beat 'em up, so that's gonna be pretty cool. And then last but not least, I got myself a little Pokeball. So I don't know, it was free too. I asked the guy, the vendor, he had a whole bunch of toys, and I asked him how much for this, and he was like, "You can take it for free." So bloop. I don't know, it was just it just looked cool, and then it opens up and everything, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna put it up there next to my little what is that called? Figures. I don't really collect for figures much, but I have a few exceptions, like the Resident Evil figure, the Mario figure, Vegeta. I got a Vegeta action figure, a Darth Vader, and then the soccer player you saw me picked up last time. So only if I'm really, really into that, then I'll pick them up. But other than that, you won't see me pick up Transformers or Ninja Turtles. Not that I have anything against them, I just don't really have a passion. Speaking about action figures, I wanted to ask you guys two things. One, regarding action figures. I was actually talking to the same guy that sold me this, and he asked me if I was interested in action figures. I really told him I've never, maybe way back in the day, I was really big into wrestling action figures. That was probably one of my, biggest obsession with toy figures and stuff. And probably Dragon Ball Z, you can't go wrong with those. But I remember when I was small, when I was young, there was a show on TV, and I don't know if you guys, some of you, probably most of you won't even know what I'm talking about, but for the few of you that, happen to know what I am talking about, there used to be this show, this anime called, it varied by names. I remember back in my country it used to be called Knights of the Zodiac, and I think over here in the US it was called Saint Seiya. Saint Seiya, I think that's what it was called, yeah. And the toys, basically what it is, it's the theme revolves around the 12 zodiac signs, and so each zodiac sign basically had their own warrior. I can't remember the plot. It's I saw it when I was little, and I haven't watched it ever since. But anyways, they're these knights in armors, golden armors, and their toys were just fucking awesome. It was like regular people, but you can snap on their armor, and when you will snap their armor on, they'll look beast. If you guys haven't checked it out, go to YouTube and just type in Knights of the Zodiac or Saint Seiya, and then just watch a couple of episodes and let me know what you guys think of that. If you have some figures of Saint Seiya, let me know, because I'm interested in those. And the second thing that I wanted to ask you is, do you guys want me to upload videos when I don't really find much stuff like I did today? I know, I know sometimes it's pretty boring when you don't find a lot of things. But some people like to watch, the actual game hunting, not really what you just got. So let me know in the comments below if you guys enjoy what is it called? If you guys enjoy the game hunting videos, even when it's a total failure. Let me know if you guys enjoy that, or so in the future I can know if because I was thinking of not uploading this because it's really like some crappy titles, and not really crappy, but I'm saying not really a lot of titles, and most of the stuff you already saw on my dumpster diving videos. So let me guys know, and that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.